So recently, Russell Brand has been accused of rape, being a pedophile. He's been accused of sexual assault, and a whole bunch of other allegations. And this comes at a strange time. So 10 years ago, a lot of this stuff was happening. And nobody said anything. Nobody said, hey, Russell Brand, you're kind of creepy dating a 16-year-old. Nobody said that. None of the Hollywood executives came out and said anything back then because Russell Brand was still in line. He was still in line. He was still following the marching orders of his masters. So he was not a threat. So they just let him do anything. Um, but now, since he's stepped away from the elitist club of Hollywood and media, now he's getting canceled. So let's watch this hit piece, news piece about Russell Brand.
To some breaking news, the latest news regarding comedian Russell Brand. He is the subject of several sexual assault allegations. Multiple media outlets published claims made by women against Brand. One of the women says Brand sexually assaulted her during a relationship the two had when she was 16. Another woman says Brand raped her.
So if you guys don't know, the age of consent in the UK is 16. Now, I'm not saying it's right for a 30-year-old to date a 16-year-old. It's disgusting, in my opinion. But if the law says 16, he's technically not broken the law. So, how is he able to lose his source of income? And the government literally told Rumble, delete his source of income. Rumble came to Russell Rumble came to Russell Brand's defense and said, "No, we will not delete him from the platform." This article right here, and they said no because it's disturbing. Nobody should just be able to get deleted from the media for something that's technically legal and without proof. Russell Brand has never been tried in the court of law. He's never been um he's never had to face a judge for this stuff. Never. So why are media companies now the official judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to anything? If you do anything they deem immoral or wrong, they can just accuse you of that without evidence. And then, since it's all monopolized, they can just team up together and delete you from these platforms simultaneously. So it doesn't even have to be something serious like sexual assault. It can be something just saying the wrong things can delete you off of certain platforms. I've been censored numerous times from these platforms. Um, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit. I've been censored from them all. But I'm still here to say the truth. So you could just say the wrong thing. Oh, we don't want you talking about that. We're gonna delete your profile. And then they just do. They can do whatever they want because they are operating together under the same power structure. So let's watch some more of this video.
In Los Angeles more than a decade ago. Police in London say they are investigating, but Brand denies the allegations. He even posted a video online defending himself and questioning if there was an ulterior motive.
I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes...
So he was saying earlier on that he was very transparent on his sex addiction. He was super transparent. He said, I was a sex addicted drug addict and I did some messed up things. And he came forward, said all this stuff, and the media took that and turned it into something even bigger, something criminal. They used his truth and turned it into something serious like sexual assault. And that is, it's one of the only things, it's one of the only crimes that are, that is unprovable unless you take certain circumstances, unless you directly after the facts take a DNA test, unless there's cameras, which is unlikely. There's really no way to prove it 10, 20 years later. So all the media has to do is say, well, you raped me. And then the media could just plaster that on every news station, every TV show, every news article, and there's nothing you can do. Your reputation is gone just like that. But people are actually starting to push back on this. People are starting to realize how dystopian this is. There's more pushback than ever. If this was 5, 10 years ago, during the Me Too movement, everybody would be in lockstep just saying, yeah, Russell Brand is bad. But now people are actually starting to say, well, let's wait a minute. Let's see when the evidence is going to come out. People are finally starting to say that. If this was during the Me Too era, where people just get accused of literally just looking at a coworker wrong, they can get canceled. So yeah, these allegations are extremely serious, but I'm not going to say whether I know for sure he's innocent or guilty, because there's really not enough evidence. But it is strange on how these allegations came out and how much the media tried to find these allegations. Like, they literally paid people and said, here's X amount of dollars if you can give us any dirt on Russell Brand. Hey, you knew Russell Brand from 10, 15 years ago? I'll give you $5,000 if you can come up with something bad about him or a bad experience. And a lot of people just say whatever because they are getting paid and they want the freaking money. That is how this stuff works. That is how the media companies operate. If you go against their agenda, if you go against their side of the story, they will utterly destroy your life. They will cancel you. They will destroy your reputation. They will go after anybody you've ever met and try to turn them against you. That is how this works. Russell Brand, he's just a small crab in a bucket. And you have all these other crabs trying to think, oh, Russell Brand, he's terrible, yeah, cancel him. But you don't think of the consequences of canceling somebody based on zero evidence, because that means somebody can cancel you with zero evidence, and it will be a snowball effect. If we let this slide, if we actually start to accept governments and media and corporations working together, then this country is finished. Matter of fact, this world is finished if we can allow that and normalize that. Companies, media, corporations should never, ever, ever be allowed to work together when it comes to censoring anybody. And that's my thoughts on that. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe.